Good evening. I'm Brett Marsh. I'm Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine at Purdue University, and I'm pleased to welcome you to our white coat ceremony. This event is an important milestone for our students, and it's a wonderful opportunity that we have our students' family, friends, and loved ones gathered here to celebrate with us. I want to express our sincere appreciation to our many alumni and friends who helped to make today's event possible by sponsoring the white coats who will be given to these students. In addition to their generous giving, these sponsors also provided notes of encouragement that will be shared with the students. This evening, we recognize a rite of passage for our third-year veterinary students. Over 20 years ago, we conducted our first white coat ceremony, and since then, it has grown into a beloved annual tradition that our PVM community looks forward to with great anticipation each spring. The roots of this tradition actually date back to 1993, when Dr. Arnold Gold established the practice of holding a white coat ceremony at the Columbia University Medical School. The event was designed to impress upon students, physicians, and the public the important symbolic role of the white coat in patient-doctor interactions. And today, this ceremony is held not only in medical schools, but also in veterinary colleges across the country, where it marks the passage of third-year veterinary students from the classroom to the clinics. Members of the class of 2027, the donning of the white coat symbolizes your role as junior veterinarians. This coat indicates your acceptance of the great responsibility you now have toward your patients and clients, as well as your commitment to show compassion and empathy, and to make a positive difference in the life of every animal and person with whom you come in contact. As you go through your clinical year, you will be interacting as veterinary professionals with our veterinary hospital clients. And this is a big responsibility, but we know you are well prepared for it, and we are excited to formally recognize your acceptance of your white coat and the responsibilities that go with it. The class of 2027 voted on a faculty member they wanted to invite to share advice with them about entering their clinical year. They selected Dr. Timothy Bolton, Clinical Associate Professor of Small Animal Internal Medicine, for this role. Dr. Bolton, will you please come forward? I had to change my notes because Dr. Bolton was very recently promoted from assistant to associate professor of small animal internal medicine. He earned his DVM degree from Texas A&M University in 2011 and subsequently completed 5 years of specialty training, ultimately obtaining board certification in 2016. Prior to entering academia in 2018, he spent a year and a half in private veterinary practice in Vermont. With an academic career spanning almost 8 years, first at Virginia Tech University and now here at Purdue University, Dr. Bolton possesses a passion for educating the next generation of veterinarians. He does this by creating an open, inclusive, and pragmatic approach to teaching in the classroom and clinical environment where students feel comfortable asking questions to further their own learning. His passion for the job comes from helping students, not only as it relates to mastering internal medicine, but also as it relates to developing other important skills needed to succeed as a veterinarian, such as client communication, confidence, and perseverance. Dr. Bolton, the podium is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Class of 2027, I am truly honored and humbled by your request to have me deliver to you words of wisdom and useful advice to you before you enter your fourth and, yes, final year of veterinary school. Fourth year, in my opinion, is the most exciting year of veterinary school. only 17 rotations, and yes, a little important in licensing examination, is all that stands between you and your Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. Fourth year is when you transition from learning about medicine to practicing medicine. It's a time when the facts and concepts learned in lecture are applied to the diagnosis and treatment of real cases. It's a time when our discussions connect the dots on a concept that was not easy to comprehend in the classroom. And yes, perhaps most important, it's a time when you're reminded about why you pursued being a veterinarian, helping animals and serving clients. As you all know, I love to teach what is practical, useful, and applicable. Therefore, I'd like to share just a few pieces of useful advice to help you get the most out of your fourth year. First, give yourself permission to continue learning. Fourth year can sometimes feel like you're supposed to already have everything figured out, and you should be readily able to access all the knowledge you learned during the previous 3 years. However, in reality, fourth year is where you start to put the pieces together. Embrace the learning that will continually occur throughout the entirety of this year as something that is expected and normal. Second, keep track of and fill your knowledge gaps. Every day in the hospital, large animal hospital, small animal hospital, you're going to encounter or hear something you don't know. Keep a written list of what you don't know, and in your downtime, circle back and fill in those knowledge gaps. We're never going to be able to teach you everything that you need to know before graduating, so taking ownership of your own learning as you have so far is critical to your growth towards becoming a competent veterinarian. By taking this approach, you're going to be amazed at the knowledge, growth, and retention you have during this next year. Third, own your cases. When assigned a case, treat it as if you're the attending veterinarian and the outcome depends on you. Know the history, prioritize the differential diagnoses, propose a diagnostic and a treatment plan. Even if your thought process is amended or changed by the clinician you're working with, taking case ownership is how you start to make the transition from student to veterinarian. And when your thoughts or the plans on a case are changed, be open to constructive feedback and criticism, but give your plan to us with confidence, because most of the time, you're going to be right. Fourth, learn from everyone around you. I'll tell you, some of the best practical knowledge in the hospital doesn't come from us as faculty. It comes from residents, interns, technicians, and support staff. Ask them how they approach procedures, how they handle difficult patients or clients, and even what signs they might watch for with a particular disease. Veterinary medicine is a team profession, and all members of the team have valuable insight. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, be kind to yourself and take care of yourself. Fourth year can be exhausting, and at times it will feel long. You'll feel like you don't know enough. You may have cases that are confusing. You even might make a mistake. To all of that, I'm going to say, those are normal feelings, and it's okay. Every doctor in that teaching hospital, myself included, felt like this at some point during their fourth year, but guess what? We all made it to the other side, and you will too. So at the end of the day, be kind to yourself and focus on improving, not perfection. Last thing I want to tell you is you've done an immense amount of work to get to this point. Be undeniably proud of having made it to this point in your education. Learn everything you can in the last year. It's going to go fast, and I hope you have a great fourth year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bolton, for those words of advice. We also have asked a member of the current fourth-year class, the class of 2026, to share some words of wisdom with the class of 2027, and that person is Paige Kinsey. Paige, would you come forward, please? Paige hails from Carmel, Indiana. She's a fourth-year veterinary student at Purdue University. She's also completing a master's in public health degree from the University of Minnesota. She previously earned her bachelor's degree in multidisciplinary engineering from Purdue and has worked in policy and research roles with the RAND Corporation and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Her work focuses on One Health with field experience in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, conducting zoonotic disease surveillance at the intersection of animal, human, and environmental health. At Purdue, Paige has been actively involved in student leadership, curriculum development and mentorship, serving as a class representative and curriculum committee representative, as well as a boiler vet camp counselor. After graduation, that is, she'll finish her master's degree with plans to work in shelter medicine and public policy. Paige, please.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Class of 2027, friends and family. Thank you very much for the chance to get to share a few thoughts with you as I reflect on the completion of my clinical year, which truly does go very quickly, and get to join you in your excitement looking forward to your year ahead. You have come so far and worked so hard to sit here tonight, and these coats symbolize a key inflection point in your education. As you prepare to tackle the new challenges that clinical year presents, I want to encourage you with 3 truths about your role as student doctors. And Dr. Bolton and I did not chat at all about what we were going to share beforehand, but I think you may hear some similar themes in my comments tonight as well. So number 1, you have the power to advocate for the animals that are entrusted into your care. You will spend many hours with your patients. You will know them best and therefore can often be their greatest champion. When you open HIS, our electronic medical records platform, it's your name that's listed at the top of each one of those cases, along with the names of the doctors that are supporting you. Take this responsibility seriously. Independently make suggestions to improve your patient's care. Seize opportunities to improve your nursing skills, and at the same time, always be thinking like a doctor. Managing this dual expectation of nurse and doctor is a balancing act, but your patients are counting on you as a key part of their medical team. Number 2, in addition to your patients, you also have the power to care for the people around you. So many people are in that hospital, from the clients to the skilled veterinary technicians and assistants who will teach you and will save you on the clinic floor. Remember that your house officers and senior clinicians are people too. For many of you, this may be your first experience in a professional work environment. So as you're learning to be a clinician, I would also encourage you to think about the kind of professional that you want to be. Think about the kind of coworker that you want to labor alongside and work to become that person, whether it's someone who's quick to offer an encouraging word, someone who's always willing to lend a hand, or someone who brings people together with homemade cookies. Your blockmates, who are people that you may know from class but will be seeing in a different light, will be your best resources for each rotation. Lean on them as you share each of the 3-week sprints together, and let yourself be open to being surprised by what they have to share. Number 3, and perhaps maybe most importantly, you have the power to show up for yourself. You've learned so much over the last 3 years. Your intuition is now informed by your education. You spent hours sitting in lecture halls in Lynn Hall, studying for exams and practicing your clinical skills. You're going to spend a few more hours yet studying, first for your finals and then for the NAVLE, but you've put in so much time to prepare for this year. You are ready. You'll continue to refine your skills and your thinking, but know that you're in an environment where any failure that you may have is backstopped by the people supporting you. Be confident in yourself. But to bring your best to the clinic each day, you also need to figure out what structures you need to be successful. Move your body, spend time with friends, read books, eat tasty foods, make time for the things that fill you up. Use this year to figure out what you need to sustain yourself in this profession outside of the hospital walls. Speaking to the friends, family, and mentors in the audience tonight, thank you for all you've done to support these students over the last 3 years, and please keep up the great work. Your students will need your love, patience, kindness, and encouragement as you tackle this next challenge together. So on behalf of Class of 2026, congratulations, Class of 2027. As you grow this year, remember these 3 truths. You have the power to advocate for your patients, you have the power to care for the people around you, and you have the power to show up for yourselves. Next May will be here before you know it, and we can't wait for you to join us as fellow doctors soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Paige. Nicely done. Great remarks. And now we have the president of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, Leslie Ferguson, RVT, here for some reflections on the transition to your clinical year rotations. Leslie Ferguson is a registered veterinary technician and the scientific communications manager for Global Veterinary Professional Affairs at Hills Pet Nutrition. She also participates at the VCA Fairway Animal Hospital, where she maintains her technical skills and stays closely connected to clinical practice. Leslie is a 2001 graduate of the Veterinary Technology program here at Purdue University and also holds a bachelor's degree in our College of Liberal Arts here at Purdue. She has remained actively involved with the college, having served on the Purdue CVM Young Alumni Board and now making history as the first RVT to serve as president of the Alumni Board. Originally from Indianapolis, Leslie spent time in central Norway and now resides in Kansas City, Missouri, with her family and her 4 dogs, 2 pugs, a Chihuahua, and a pug boxer mix.
Clinical year. Did you ever think that this year would be here so soon? Just in a short time, finals will be behind you and you will step into the clinics to start practicing what you've spent the past 3 years learning. This is a huge moment and I'm really proud of each and every one of you. Over the past 2 days, I've had the opportunity to meet several of your classmates and I've seen same things through talking with each of them. Enthusiasm, intrepidation, exhaustion, and grit. You've worked really hard to get here, and it shows. Currently, as Dean Marsh said, I'm on the Global Scientific Communications team at Hills Pet Nutrition, and I haven't given up my part-time gig in practice because honestly, I love practice. Most of my career has been in animal health pharma, but I enjoy working as a technician. And I'm that technician. You all know me. I'm the one who is very optimistic. I find the good in every patient. Even the Chihuahua who wants to strip your face off, or I'm first in line for a pug nail trim. I'm usually overly optimistic about catheter placement in a dachshund with inadequate blood pressure. But my love for practice really comes from right here at the Purdue College of Veterinary Medicine. This is a unicorn vet school. In my career, I've had the opportunity to meet people from all of the vet schools in the US, many in Canada, some in Asia, Australia, and Europe. And you, the DVM class of 2027, as well as your predecessors, are really the best prepared classes to go out into practice because you know how to work with your technicians, because you can lead them, you can learn from them, and you can do your job as a practicing veterinarian. Purdue has prepared you not only to work with your technicians, but to utilize, rely, and trust them. As 4th years, you still have a lot to learn. That's exactly what this year will teach you. But always remember, you are surrounded by clinical veterinary technicians who are the best in the business. That is one of my great learnings from being a student here. And rely on them. They are the best here. And you also get the opportunity to work with veterinary technician students who are in their 2nd year of clinical rotations. They know things as well. So do not forget to overlook them, do not underestimate them, and rely on them to learn as well. My favorite movie, I'm originally from Indy, my favorite movie is the movie Hoosiers. And Coach Dale said, 5 players on the floor functioning as one single unit. Team, team, team. No one more important than the other. And I think this is a great analogy for veterinary medicine. When you're on clinics and later when you're in practice, you will go further, you will work more efficiently, and you will practice the best medicine because you've utilized your technicians and your entire team. Because you've trained here at Purdue, allow us, the RVTs, to do our job and for you to diagnose, prescribe, and perform surgery. You will be successful as you use all of your team members, and just as the team from Hickory, Indiana, you will be successful. The days are long and often exhausting. The NAVLE will be stressful. Remember, you've got this. As another famous fictional coach said, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. So you have a team behind you rooting for your success, including the Purdue Veterinary Medical Alumni Association board. So please believe in yourself, and I have a few things of advice to go forward. If you haven't seen the movie Hoosiers, watch it. Treat yourself treat others the way you want to be treated. Own up to your mistakes. Let go of the thoughts that don't make you strong. Travel, because travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Tell your friends you love them. And always, always, keep your mouth closed during anal gland expression. Hail Purdue and boiler up.
Thank you, Leslie, especially for that last piece of advice. Another important aspect of this annual event involves presenting awards that recognize the special accomplishments of individual members of this class. The first award is the Indiana Horse Council Foundation Equine Industry Award. This year we have two award recipients, Riley Eder and Sandra Warren. Could the two of you please come forward? The Indiana Horse Council Foundation Equine Industry Award is given to students who have provided other students with the greatest exposure to the equine industry. The award is chosen by peers and consists of a check of $500 and a certificate. An engraved nameplate also will be affixed to the permanent plaque which is displayed in Lynn Hall. Now, a little bit about these two. Riley has served as the president and president-elect of the student chapter of the American Association of Equine Practitioners for the last 2 years. And in this role, she has created opportunities for other students to be exposed to the equine industry and has reconnected Purdue's chapter on the national and regional levels. Additionally, Riley has been the large animal liaison of the Surgery Club for 2 years. She has served as Purdue's Zoetis student representative and piloted a second-year to first-year student mentor program with classmate and friend, Sandra Warren. She has participated as an alumna of the Purdue Western Equestrian Team and has completed equine externship placements in 9 different states. During her clinical year, she is excited for experiences in Morocco, Africa, and at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Sandra is born and raised a Boilermaker from Noblesville, Indiana. She earned her Bachelor of Science in Biology with her certificate in collaborative leadership from Purdue in 2023. And now she is an equine tracking student that currently serves as wet lab and open house coordinator for our college's student chapter of the American Association of Equine Practitioners and secretary for the One Health Club. She's excited for her future in equine medicine with special interests in sports medicine, mentorship, and practice ownership. Congratulations, Riley and Sandra. Negotiate those steps. Next, I am pleased to present the Holly Watts Memorial Award. The recipient of this award is selected by a vote of the members of the Exotic Animal Club, and this year's award recipient is Maya Fulton. This award is a tribute to a veterinary student named Holly Watts, who passed away unexpectedly in 1983 during her junior year. Established by our family and members of the class of 1985, the Holly Watts Memorial Award recognizes a student with exceptional interest and proficiency in non-domestic animal medicine. The award consists of a framed certificate and $250. Now, more party at Maya's. Now, let's know more about Maya. She's a third-year DVM student with a bachelor's degree in insect biology from Purdue University. As a student, Maya has served as a co-chair for the Dr. Skip Jackson Dog Jog for 3 years and has been a voting member of our student chapter of the American Veterinary Medical Association, and also as the Purdue Graduate Student Government Senator for 2 years. She also served as the exotics chair for our college's Theriogenology Club and is currently an active member of several other clubs. After studying abroad in Central Europe, working with exotic zoo and companion species, Maya has also earned the Global Veterinary Medicine Certificate. Outside of our college, she is an active student member of the American Society of Laboratory Animal Practitioners. Maya hopes to complete a residency in laboratory animal medicine with a focus on non-human primate species after graduation. Her long-term career goals include reproductive research that could not only benefit women's health, but also bolster a captive breeding program for endangered primate species around the globe. Congratulations, Maya. That's fantastic. Let's go take a picture. Traditionally, a third-year veterinary student serves in the position of president of the Purdue chapter of the Student American Veterinary Medical Association, known as SAVMA Purdue. This is an important leadership role within our student body, and it is my pleasure to recognize Emma Zakow for her outstanding tenure as SAVMA president during this academic year. Emma, please come forward. From West Lafayette, Indiana, Emma has been a very active student leader in SAVMA, which functions as a student body government. She has served as the first-year representative, president-elect, and now president of SAVMA. And additionally, Emma has served as open house co-chair and served on the curriculum committee. Outside of these activities, she is a member of the food animal, equine, and pathology clubs, and served as the Food Animal Club swine chair. Emma is receiving an engraved cross pin in recognition of her work. Congratulations, Emma. And now is the time you've all been waiting for. We are excited to present you with your white coats. And here to make those introductions is Dr. Wendy Townsend, our Associate Dean for Academic Success, who will introduce each members of the class. Dr. Townsend, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Dean Marsh. Each of you has a program that contains a listing of the names of the members of the class of 2027 who will be receiving their white coats. Students, when your name is called, please join Dean Marsh on the stage carrying your white coat over your arm. He will help you put on your white coat, and then you will have your picture taken with him. You will find a note in the pocket of your white coat from one of the many dedicated supporters of our college and the white coat ceremony. As you leave the stage, please go to the risers where we will pause for a group photo after this presentation. All right. Ariana Aguirre. Michael Anderson. Catherine Angeles. Jaylyn Aponte. Lilia Beal. Abigail Bobil. Jenna Boha. Jaeguk Byung.
Collar. Collar.
Caitlin Carruthers. Tiffany Chang. Rachel Cooper Kahn. Corinne Davis. Logan DeShepper. Stephanie Diak. Riley Eder. Claire Ellsbury. Kaylee Evans. Megan Ezzo. Kerrigan Fleming. Maya Fulton. Micaiah Galvin. Lexi Giddens. Brittany Grabner. Lauren Hartzell. Erin Heapy. Jaden Hearns. All right, for row 2, Caden Helfrich. Hannah Herb. Colin Heron. Anna Hittinger. Aaron Eisen. Joyce Gia. Elena Lacey. Megan Lemke. Colton Lotus. Peyton Love. Madeline Lubke. Courtney Louderman. Sapphire Maxwell. Eva Medina. Collar.
We appreciate the help from the crowd.
Jose Meza Sanchez. Hunter Miller. Kendall Moore. Hannah Morey. Caden Morton. Kendall Norris. Shion Otsuka. Brett Parent. Christy Parker. Caitlin Pfeiffer. Liam Quas. Alicia Ramirez Mendez. All right, last row. Kelsey Relier. Fiona Ridenauer. Kennedy Robinson. Almost lost her. All right. We have everyone safe, so we'll continue. Emily Sullis. Kylie Shaw. Victoria Shaw. Seth Sheptock. Lillian Shockley. Haley Sorg. Devin Stalling. Jordan Tony. Nolan Tarosi. Alexa Visi. Sandra Wern. Thomas Watson. Luciana Watts. Dalton Whitehead. Cole Wilcox. Hannah Williams. Delaney Winter. Audrey Wood. Ryan Wood. Jared Young. Emma Zakow. Noah Zepeda.
Let's give these students another round of applause.
He's in the back of the room. He's going to be running. We're going to play hail. He's going to run up here.
Okay, I'll be ready. And we have a special guest to receive a white coat. Please come forward, Purdue Pete. Well, you just never know. It's a live production. Thanks, Pete, for being with us here today. I'd also like to extend my personal congratulations on the students for reaching this pivotal point in their veterinary medical education, when you begin your clinical training. You will be the 4th veterinary class to complete your 4th year in our new veterinary hospitals. And this will be an exciting time for you and for all of us here in the college. The coming year will be a phenomenal learning experience, and I hope you'll immerse yourself in all that it can behold for you. I'd also like to take this opportunity for our students to recognize that their success would not be possible without the support of all of you, the loving family members and friends. So on behalf of our college's faculty and staff, we want to thank you for being here today and for all the contributions you made for making your students successful. Students, let's thank your family. We also again appreciate the sponsors for today, including our PVMM alumni and friends for helping making this ceremony possible. And thanks to each of you who took the time to share in this beloved tradition. I hope you'll please stay for a reception in the South Ballroom immediately behind you, and we'll all recess to our favorite song, Hail Purdue. Boiler up.